docket today. Let's make this a good one. All right, let's send this ball away. I like that. And he's setting up here around 135 yards out. And second shot on the 10th coming up. Nicely done. A little bit of draw action here. That's a good one. Nice pin high. And he's in the green side rough. Oh my, almost in with the chip. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. Oh, too bad. And here we go with the par putt. And with that, we will move on to the next. And that putt will drop. And we are all square after the first hole. And here we go. We're on hole number 11, and we got a par 4. Looking good off the tee. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Oh, and a down slope out there in the landing area. This one could catch a few more yards. That was powerful. And this one's about 160 yards from the pin. You'll be all right there. And here's his second shot. All right, good luck here. You've got 22 feet to go. Oh, come on. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. And this next putt's for his par. All right, you need this putt to drop if you want to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And the 12th hole is a par 3. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. That sounded good. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Looking very nice. Oh yeah, that will work. Nice chip indeed. And he gets it to drop, and that's his birdie. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Let's do it. Ooh, off the downslope. Watch this one run. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? This thing's going for days. Look at this thing go. The shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. And here's our second shot on the 13th. Nice approach. This putt is about 14 feet. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think it's breaking to the left. And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him. And after that hole, your friend is one up for the match. All right, we got a par 3 here on the 14th. Here's their 7-iron. Oh my, that almost dropped. Looking forward to see what you do here. Oh, look at this. This could go. That shot was fantastic. Okay, here we go. This is what he has left over for the bird. Ooh. He's got about 8 feet to the cup. Okay, you've got this to win the hole. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. All square after that hole. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. This is going to chase out a bit further down the fairway. Watch it go. And here we go. This is his second shot. And this shot's about 100 yards from the pin. Oh my gosh, almost dunked it. All right, let's see what he does here. He's got a long putt ahead of him, but let's see how he deals with it. Oh, so close. And if this goes, it'll be for his par. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Okay, you're one up on your friend after that one. Let's see what happens here on the 16th. Well, you made good contact with that one. Well, you had that one dialed in, didn't you? And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. This one's around 15 feet away. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Oh. And this will be a par for him if he sinks it. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. Let's keep this going. That's your 4th birdie of the day. Good work out there. And you're 2 up in this match after that hole. All right, let's see what you got here on hole number 17. Yes, that's a good swing. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Let's see what he does here. 120 yards out. Might be a little strong. And here's our second shot on the 17th. And with this approach, you got to be careful with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. Come on, get right. Great job on that approach. And he's got 22 feet to go here. It's breaking to the left, I think. I think he's on the right track here. Yeah, it's still looking good. Oh, and he makes it. And if you sink this, it will mean victory. I think it goes straight and then dives a bit to the left. Oh, almost. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. Okay, now we go over to the par 4 18th hole. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Oh, man, you got a hold of that one. This shot's about 80 yards out. This one's going to need to bite. Well, that didn't go as long as I expected. You're on the green. We're all good. Okay, 13 feet to the hole. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, come on. Come on, ball. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. Will be decided on this one final playoff hole, one way or another. If you end up having this hole, then we'll give the win to whoever's closest to the pin off the tee. All right, we are last to hit in this playoff hole. Let's go. Drop it close. I think you've found the green here. All right, that's a great start. You are closest to the hole, at least. That bodes well for your future. Starting this way out to the right. Let's see it turn. All right, you've got this putt to win in a playoff. All right, that's it for me, I think. It was great to see you pull out the win in this match, and even more exciting to see it happen in the playoff. Great work. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy. We are just playing the front nine of this course today. Have a good round out there today. Okay, let's send it. Yeah, I think we will hit the fairway here. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. Okay, we're about 205 to the pin from here. Okay, on the green safely. And this putt to go one up for the match. All right, your opponent will concede the putt, and you will take the hole. I'm liking what you're throwing down here. You're one up after the first hole. And that was a tee shot. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. This shot's around 95 yards to the pin. Yep, I think this one's bound for the green. All right, he's putting this one for birdie. This one's just 3 feet. All right, moving things along. I like it. Pace of play improving. Your opponent's giving you that putt. We're going to the next hole. Okay, it's a par 3, third hole in front of us. Have a good tee shot. Left, heading left. Well, better luck next time. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Seven iron on display here. Second shot on the third. Okay, that almost went down. Here he is setting up in the greenside bunker. And this is his look at a par putt. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. And he'll take that. That is for his par. This one's 8 feet. All right, your opponent is letting you have that one. Let's head to the next hole. And that hole will be halved. And let's see how things go here on the fourth. This one's looking like a fairway finder. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. We've got about 235 from here. Heading for the bunker, I think. Looks like this one's going left. And just rolls into the second cut. I'll take that. Nicely played. And a 15-footer for him. And I think this putt's going to break to the right. Yikes, that went right by. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. That shot was marvelous. And after that one, you are 2 up on your friend. Okay, time for the 5th hole. It's a par 4. right, let's see how he does here on this hole. He has a chance of winding up in the rough here. Okay, and that'll roll into the second cut. And this will be his second shot. And this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it. This is about 185 yards or so to the pin. Hello and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John. Starting things off today with a par 4. Let's rip this little ball into the fairway and be on our way. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Nice swing on that. he's about 125 out. Let's see what he does. Oh my, look at this. Okay, second shot here on the first. Nicely done. He's got this for birdie. This one's a 4-foot putt. And after that one, we're all square here. We've got a par 3 for the second hole. And here's their 8-iron. Well, looking forward to this hole. That's a safe shot. And here he is with an 18-foot putt. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Ooh. All right, drop this and you'll go 1 up on your opponent. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Just a little bit aggressive there. Here we go, par putt coming up. Looks like this one starts off straight enough, but then it should go to the right. Oh, oh man. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go 1 up. And that's going to drop, and he will win this hole. And after that one, your opponent is 1 up for the match. And the third hole is a par 5. Let's go. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Well done. All right, we've got an elevated green. Might need some more club. All right, here's his second shot. Ooh, nicely done on the chip shot. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. And the eagle has landed. Well, unfortunately, you lost that hole. No good. And the fourth hole, we have a par 3. They've gone with the 7-iron. All right, let's go. made good contact. And here's our second shot on the fourth. Ooh, he almost got that to go. Hopefully you get the right pace on this one. It is extremely long. This putt's going uphill and to the right. This one's looking decent. Ooh, that's too bad. Gonna have to settle for the bogey, I guess. And here he is setting up for this putt. If it drops, he goes 3 up. All right, he's got that one to drop, and that will win the hole. Okay, after that one, your friend is 3 up on you. Par 5 for the 5th hole. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Holy, you just ripped it. All right, this is about 240 from the pin. Ooh, nice draw on this one. There you go. This is shaping up. Putting for eagle next. He's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. And he's setting up for a birdie here. I think this one will go left to right. Ooh, just missed. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. And now that your opponent has conceded the putt, let's head to the next hole. Getting closer to your friend's score after that one. That is a good thing. We've made it to the 6th hole. Oh, tee shot's looking good here. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. And this one's about 130 yards away. Nicely done. Had the right club there. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here. Now the approach is heading a bit to the right. And let's see what he does from the greenside sand. Okay, he needs this to save his par. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. All right, that drops on in there, and you will win the hole. Okay, that was a good hole. Took your friend down a notch. I like it. And teeing up now on the 7th. That's going to work just fine on the approach. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Here's their 7-iron. All right, this one's around 15 feet. And this one's going a bit to the right. Ouch, right by the hole. And we got this putt to win the hole. And that one drops for your 4th birdie of the day. I'm liking that. And after that one, we're all square. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 8th hole. This tee shot's looking decent. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And setting up about 105 yards to the pin. Yep, that's out of the top shelf. Good work. All right, drop this one in. This one for birdie. And as that drops, that's your 5th birdie of the day. Okay, if he sinks this, that will have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. Oh my, safe to say you got all of that one. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Oh, this one's in the fairway. And he sets up around 140 yards out. Okay, hole number 9, shot number 2. Let's see what you got. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. Well, you managed to hit the green. You just didn't get it all that close, but that's splitting hairs at this point, I guess. Here we go. This putt for birdie. This is an uphill putt moving right to left. Oh my, that's too bad. All right, if he sinks this, you're done, bud. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Continues to look good. Ooh, and he won't be able to make it drop. This putt's about 6 feet. Let's watch this close. He needs this to force this match. Okay, and as their putt goes down, we are heading to a playoff. Okay, he's going to hit first on the tee in this playoff. Let's see where he puts this tee shot. Okay, you're last to hit, so you know how close you need to get to this pin to give yourself that advantage. Let's go. Looks like this one's safe. All right, we need to win by score alone. You didn't get closest to the pin off the tee. That might hinder you. Oh, that would have been sweet. Okay, 18 feet to the cup. I think this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Ah, no good. Okay, he needs this putt to drop if he wants to win. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Setting up for the par putt here. And this is his look at the potential playoff. And with that, he will win in this playoff. Unfortunate for you, but got to hand it to him. He played well. Okay, with that, I will leave you for a short time. I'm sure you'll be back.